Hello there, Chris Benson's here with Rugby Union on free-to-air TV. Now, the idea is, during the 2021-22 season, I'll tell you exactly where you can find free-to-air rugby to watch. That's it, nice and simple. Make sure you like and subscribe, because if there's a second version, a third version, then you'll know how to find it, won't you? And if things may well change over the course of the season, you might well have things that I've missed as well. So please do get in touch if I have. But the idea is as well, we'll do it for other sports. Darts, snooker, football. So please do send your suggestions over and your feedback. All greatly appreciated. So the first one, Super 6 Scottish Rugby. The first thing that you can do, if you've got your smart TVs at home or your streaming devices, is subscribe to Scottish Rugby. That's all you need to do. Search Scottish Rugby in YouTube. And at the minute, during the Super 6 season, they're showing a live game for free on Friday nights. There you go. Ticks a box. 24th of September as I record this. So next Friday, you've got Ayrshire Bulls v Southern Knights. That's Friday, October the 1st, live on YouTube. Friday, October the 8th. Southern Knights v Stirling County, again live on Scottish Rugby YouTube. And also tying in with Scottish Rugby, Freesports, that's Freeview Channel 64, are showing a live game every Sunday afternoon. So Sunday, September the 26th, they've got Stirling County v Watsonians at 1:30. October the 3rd, they've got Watsonians v Boroughmuir Bears, again at 1:30. And then the 10th of October, they've got Watsonians v Ayrshire Bulls at 1:30 as well. And then the final is the weekend of the 15th of October. It's expected Freesports will air the final on the 17th of October. So there you go. Scottish Rugby, YouTube, subscribe. Nice and easy. But it's free, and if a lot of people, more and more people have got smart TVs and streaming devices. So hopefully that means a lot of you can watch rugby that you perhaps didn't know about. Premiership Rugby. Well, again, this is a YouTube solution because Channel 5 is no longer showing the highlights. And they did show highlights and 5 live games a season for quite a number of years. But this year, that's not the case. There's no Channel 5 coverage anymore. So the highlights, looking at round 1 last week, subscribe to Premiership Rugby on YouTube. For round 1, there's at least a 40-minute programme put together of the highlights. There's no analysis, there's no talking, it's literally the highlights back to back. But at least there is highlights that you can watch for free. Subscribe to Premiership Rugby on YouTube and you'll see you can pick individual highlights if you want to just watch one game, or you can watch the package all neatly edited together. So Premiership Rugby on YouTube, subscribe and you won't miss a thing. That's the only way to watch the highlights this season. Of course, full coverage is on BT Sport. On to the United Rugby Championship. Now, let's get this right. S4C will broadcast 27 live games with coverage, of course, available via BBC iPlayer. You can go on channels on iPlayer and find S4C, and you can find the coverage that way. 27 games there. BBC Wales will also broadcast 18 games on Friday night. They've got Gabby Logan presenting, which is brilliant. Usually it's going to be about 7:35 on Fridays. Now, in the good old days, it used to be on Freeview as well. Do you remember that? And I used to love Scrum 5 on Friday nights. But for whatever reason, maybe it's a contractual thing, there is no red button coverage on terrestrial TV on Freeview again this time. I spoke to BBC Red Button, and it's literally, if you want to watch it, you're going to have to find it on iPlayer online. There's not any coverage on 601 Freeview, which is a shame. But at least BBC Wales are showing 18 games. As I say, you have to find them on iPlayer. They should be streaming live on there, or you can search for channels. BBC Wales channels are on there, and they're also available on catch up. So at least there'll be a way of watching them, but just not through the terrestrial BBC Red Button channel. But again, 18 games BBC Wales are showing, 27 games in S4C. So they are there via the BBC iPlayer. And the final series matches involving Welsh teams will be available free to air as well, which is brilliant. Premier Sports has full coverage, but there's a good slice there of free to air coverage. For example, Saturday, September the 25th, Edinburgh v Scarlets is on S4C at 5:15. Friday, October the 1st, Scarlets v the Lions on BBC iPlayer. So there you go, two games coming up. In terms of top 14 French rugby, well, at the end of last season, Freesports had top 14 French rugby. But at the minute, there's only 2 live games confirmed for Freesports, and they're both on Saturday, September the 25th. La Rochelle v Biarritz, and then Racing 92 v Lyon. Coverage started at 1:55 in a bit of a double bill. But at the minute, Freesports have shown the majority of top 14 games delayed. The live coverage has been exclusive to their subscription channels, Premier Sports. 4 top 14 games have been shown live every weekend on Premier Sports, but I've looked over the next few weeks, there's no more top 14 live coverage on Freesports, certainly after tomorrow. So it looks like it's a bit sporadic. Hopefully there'll be more live games in the future. They are delayed, as I say, during the week. You can flick on during the day and you can tend to see the highlights of the delayed coverage. But it's a shame that there's not more live French rugby on there, or even one game a weekend or something is a bit of a taster. But there's 2 live games on Saturday, September the 25th. And if we hear of any more, I'll update this vlog, of course. In terms of autumn internationals, just a quick one to mention. Ireland's autumn 2021 games. 3 games are confirmed for Channel 4. They're going to be on Prime, Amazon Prime, from 2022. But on Channel 4 for this year, Ireland v Japan, 6th of November, will be on Channel 4, which is brilliant. Ireland v New Zealand will be on Channel 4 on the 13th of November. And Ireland v Argentina will be on Channel 4 on Sunday, the 21st of November. So, again, that coverage will be lost to Amazon Prime next year. But there's 3 games in the kind of autumn international season that will be at least on Channel 4. Going on to after Christmas, 6 Nations, 15 men's games, of course, 15 women's games, and as part of the new deal from 2022 to 2025, ITV will show home matches for England, Ireland, France and Italy's men's teams, while the BBC will have the rights to Scotland and Wales home games. Now, what do BBC also get? They also get the Women's 6 Nations competition and the Under-20 competition in full. ITV don't have rights to them. So ITV, if you like, have more of the men's 6 Nations competition. BBC making sure that the women's game and the Under-20s game get good coverage as well. So ITV will show home matches for England, Ireland, France and Italy from next year. BBC will have the rights to Scotland and Wales home games in the 6 Nations. But again, with the 15 women's games, 15 men's games, that's 33 games after Christmas, which is brilliant. All free. And of course, we've got the Women's Rugby World Cup, which was scheduled for this year, but that's going to be in October and November next year. So we'll wait on that one. And the Men's Rugby World Cup, we've still got a couple of years to wait on that, but all 48 games will be on ITV in 2023. That's it for now. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another update if anything else arises, of course. But the main things to remember: subscribe to Premiership Rugby and Scottish Rugby on YouTube. That's the top 2 tips to take from this. Premiership Rugby, you'll be able to watch the highlights, and Scottish Rugby, you'll get a live game every Friday till the end of the season. That's it from me. Oh, and don't forget the United Rugby Championship, BBC iPlayer. Search for S4C in the channels, and the live games on iPlayer only, not on the terrestrial Red Button channel on Friday nights. That's it. Take care. Bye for now.